Northamptonshire is a rural county. Our services are like any other county councils: highways, libraries, social care, schools and so on. We have 600,000 plus population in the county. We've got in the region of 19,000 staff. We have over 120 sites. In the last 12 months, we have completely changed our outlook on what we deliver and the way we deliver it, putting the customer at the forefront of what we deliver.
What Trans Gov does is to look at the success of local public services in terms of the results that they deliver. It's called outcomes assessment. It's a customer-centric approach to process design. You start by defining what is good for the customer, and then you define processes that satisfy those needs. Case studies show that up to 70% of some local authority processes have no direct relationship to delivering benefits from customers. Customer-centric process design eliminates a lot of that inefficiency.
Technology enables our users to have a preference whether they get their services on a face-to-face basis, or picking up the phone and ringing in, or whether they actually go onto the internet and get that service for themselves. It's the same solution. They're using the same tools as their own staff are doing. When you experience that, you realise, I might as well just go and do it on the internet. I don't need to involve anybody else. And there is significant savings in doing that, of course. If you do a face-to-face service delivery, it's about £16 per event. If you do it over the phone, it's about £1.60, and if you do it by the internet, it's between 12 and 16 pence. So, we are leaner and ever more efficient. We are currently migrating different services into our call centre. The customer service centre's only been up for 12 months, and that's making a noticeable difference to the turnaround of people making telephone enquiries to the organisation as a whole. People don't hang up as much as they used to, and their experience will be one of, at most, talking to 2 different people to get that service, whereas before there's a good chance that they'll be passed around several different people, if they're lucky, before they actually get to the service or the information that they need.
Typically you raise a call that relates to social care or revenues and benefits or a planning need, and you don't tend to find out what happens very effectively. There aren't very good feedback loops. With the Transformational Government Accelerator, processes are set with service level agreements and feedback loops, so automatically, as soon as you raise a call with the council, your expectations are set, you know when you're going to be contacted, you know who's handling your case. From the citizen's perspective, they get a better, more joined up service. From the council's perspective, they're actually driving cashable efficiencies into the business by the use of joined up processes.
The technology delivers one version of the truth, so the public get the same information from whomever they are dealing with through our Microsoft Customer Relationship Management system. If they call, they will get the same answer as if a member of our staff was out with them in their home, accessing that information directly from the Microsoft CRM system. Previously, people would get different information, they would get different services even, depending on who they were dealing with. So it's real end-to-end.
When organisations are trying to put solutions together from different suppliers, there is inevitably the difficulty of, if something should go wrong, who pays for that, who's at fault. The Transformational Government Accelerator takes that away, because there is one ownership, the roles are tightly defined between each organisation, and therefore those issues don't ever arise.
Having shared information brings its own issues. Who has access rights to what information is a key decision and discussion that needs to take place. It's about deciding which information can be shared. Underlying that, we've got BizTalk to do an integration between systems, so we used one tool to connect a whole diverse range of different financial systems and information systems within the council, and that worked really very well.
BizTalk provides a method of connecting systems to a central point, what we would call a hub. It's possible to actually control the governance of these systems, i.e. if a system is allowed to have data from another system, then BizTalk can help control that at the central point.
Most organisations now have too much information. It's very difficult to handle. And having the time to make sense of it is really very, very difficult. Knowledge management is really critical, and SharePoint is going to be the one source for our collaborative and information resource. It's a gathering together of all the documents into one workspace, and if there's one document that many people share, it will only be in one place rather than on different areas, that, personal areas. Within SharePoint, we can have version control in place on the documents. Everybody understands, okay, this is the latest version, this is the latest information for our customers, and our customers also get a benefit from that.
When you look at how local authorities are all measured in their key performance indicators, now they have something like 190 key performance indicators at the moment which they have to measure against. The Accelerator actually allows you to look at all your processes and your service requests running in your local authority and actually have them plotted against the key performance indicators, so you can have it traffic lighted, green, red, amber, so therefore you have time to get on with the day job, which is about improving the customer service. And if you improve your customer service through using business process management suites, by default you reduce costs, because we're looking at how more efficient you can become.
It was the right decision to ditch our previous technologies and get really very much on board with Microsoft. If we'd have done nothing, we would have been fighting fires. Our financial situation would have been worse as a consequence. Whereas with the solutions we've got in place, whatever this council needs to deliver in the next 5 to 10 years, these solutions will deliver it.